Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan selamat petang. How are you guys doing? I really hope that you all doing great. Okay, so today we are going to continue our lesson topic limits, which is the first chapter for this second semester DM025. For SM025, you might also join us because limit also included in your syllabus. Okay. Alright, are you ready? Please stay tuned until the end of the lecture tonight because we are going to have a competition. Okay, stay tuned. I will tell you in the middle of the lecture tonight. Okay, stay tuned. Are you ready? If yes, let's get started. Okay. Okay, in chapter limits, basically we have 5 major subtopics, which is the first one. We are looking at the behavior of the limit itself. What does it mean by limit? Limit means approaching a value, not the exact when you substitute the value, but approaching. Okay, I'll discuss with you further. And then the second part is you have learned the properties of limit. I'm sure some of you have learned this topic because supposedly we have done 5 lectures for this week. Okay, and then we are looking at limit of rational function. Okay, limit of rational function, and then existence of limit. What does it mean by limit if the limit is exists? Okay, all right, and then the last one is limit of absolute value. That's it. Okay, we're only going to cover 5 subtopics in this DM025. Okay, before that, please drop down a comment. Okay, where are you from? Which college are you from? If you are from College Matriculation Negeri Sembilan, let me know who is your lecturer, because your lecturer might be excited to know that you are participating in this open lecture tonight. Okay. Alright. Okay, ada komen tak? Mari, Teacher Wan tengok. Okay, we have Grace, yes, Luqman, Shifa, Waalaikumsalam. How are you guys doing? Okay. Who else? We have Azizah Jasmine. Okay. Okay, alright. Please share the link to your friends, to your roommate, to your classmate, yeah, that we have this program every night, regardless whatever situation that we are facing. Okay, we are going to be consistent. Okay, at least once a week we're going to have a MadMath lecture. Okay, regardless whatever situation. Like me myself, I have my pink bracelet with me. Okay, alright. Okay, let's look at the first subtopic. Okay, now let's look at the chapter limits. Okay, limit. Okay, limit x approaching a values. Okay, so this can be represented as a plus. Okay, you might see in this a to the power of plus, ada subscript plus ke atas. It means that x approaching a from the right. Okay, approaching a from the right. Okay, so like in this representation here, I've write down when x is approaching a, okay, x approaching a to the right means this value. Okay, alright, and then when x approaching a from the left, okay, it's presented as a subscript negative. Okay, and if x is approaching a, if it doesn't state either plus or minus, so meaning that x approaching from both sides, okay, left and right. Okay, for example, we have like in this case x squared plus 4 given to you, function x squared plus 4. If we are looking at this point when x is equals to 0, okay, so when limit x is approaching 0 from the left, from the right, okay, So when we are talking about approaching, it's closer. Dia mendekati kosong. So 0, we straight away substitute 0 square, we give a 0, plus 4, we give answer 4. Okay, while limit x approaching 0 from the left. Okay, so x is approaching 0 from the left, ke kiri. For example, the values is negative 0.1, which the smaller value. Okay, but then to solve this problem, we just straight away substitute 0. Okay, 0 square plus 4 will give us 4. While limit x approaching 0, so we substitute 0, 0 plus 4 will give us 4 as well. Okay, alright, let's continue. Okay, let's continue with properties of limit. Okay, so if you have no problem with the function, like in the rational function, you are dealing with 0 over 0, which is indeterminate form, you have to do something about it. But then if you have no problem with that, we just straight away substitute. Okay, like in this case, number 1. Okay, we go to number 1. Okay, x approaching 2. Okay, and the function is x square. So basically, we just substitute 2 square, will give us 4. Okay, and then next one, second, x approaching 2. So 10 times 2 to the power of 2. So will give us 40. Okay, alright, and then number 3. Okay, now the question 1, limit x approaching 1. So we straight away substitute 1 at x. So 1 square times 10 minus 5. So will give us 5. Easy? Okay, now I would like to ask you this question. Limit x approaching 3. When the given function is 5, what's the answer? Let's look at the comment. Mari teacher 1 tunggu comment. Limit x approaching 3. Okay, tadi ada Asma Liana from KMPK. Okay, we have Ashikin, KMKT, Syafiah Syifa, KMNS, Cikgu Helmi. Okay, very good. Cikgu 1 students pun ramai juga. Hi. Okay, Mirwal Afiq from KMJ. KMNS, Rabiatul Adam. Okay, very good. Okay, now I ask you, what's the values if limit x approaching 3? When we substitute, yes, very good. Okay, because there's no x here, so there's nothing that we can substitute. So this is a constant, so we straight away write down 5. Yes. How about this one, e? When given to you e, so e is basically a constant as well. E tu pun nilai juga. So there's no place for us to substitute. There's no x here. So basically this is e. Okay, how about this one? Okay, limit x approaching c. So can you substitute at x? Yes. Okay, so c square minus 1 c cube plus 5. Okay, so that's gonna be the answer. Alright, let's zoom out a little bit. Okay, now. Oh, wait. Okay. Sorry teacher macam ada resdung hari ni. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to substitute negative 1. So 2 negative 1 square minus 1 over negative 1 minus 3. Okay. So negative 1 square will give us 1. So times 2 minus 1 negative 4. So the answer will be 1 over negative 4. Easy, right? So this is only the introduction. That's why. Okay. Okay, let's go further. Okay, now this is subtopic 3. Okay, Syamin, Komar. Okay. Alright, good. Okay, limit of rational function. Okay, we have 2 cases. The first one is case 1. When the numerator and denominator is not equal to 0 when you substitute. Basically, when you substitute the rational function, it will give you, for example, 3 over 2, 1 over 2, negative 5 over 2. So basically, when you substitute a values, it give you finite values. So yang tu tak ada masalah, straight away you substitute. But there is the second cases where when the rational function, when you substitute the function at the top, will give you 0, and then when you substitute on the denominator, it will give you as 0 as well. So that is 0 over 0 is basically indeterminate form. What you're going to do if you are dealing with indeterminate form, let's look at the comment here. Apa jadi kalau 0 over 0? Apa jadi kalau 0 over 0? Okay, if you are dealing with 0 over 0, what you should do is either factorization or multiplication with conjugate. So here, I have prepared 2 examples for you to look at the situation clearly. Okay, so please give extra attention here, because some of the students still making mistake. Because, yes, Grace, factorization, yeah? Factorization or multiply with conjugate. It depends what is the function that you are dealing with, okay? Okay, let's look at the first question here. Okay, limit x approaching 1, and then the function is x minus 1, x cubed minus 1. First of all, you must try to substitute straight away. Okay, if it give you a finite value, then that's it. That's your answer. But then if it give you 0 over 0, so you have to do factorization. Like in this case, when I substitute 1, okay, when I substitute 1 at x, so 1 minus 1 will give you 0, and then 1 minus 1 at the denominator will give us 0 as well. So when 0 over 0, we are going to do factorization, okay, because this function, it's easy for us to factorize, okay. But the problem is, how are you going to factorize x cubed minus 1? It's quite tough here, x cubed minus 1. Macam mana nak buat? I know some of you, if given for you a quadratic, you can straight away use your calculator, or you might try to figure out yourself. But then if it is a cubic, if it's cubic, alternative way, you may use calculator, but you may use long division as well. Long division lah sekejap, x cubed minus 1. And then what is the one of the factor? Tips here, tips. Because the question is 0 over 0, so this is basically mesti either factorization or conjugate. So once you factorize, you have to simplify. The next step is to simplify or cancel out. So in order for you to cancel out bawah ni, one of the factor must be x minus 1 as well. Okay, therefore you have to try to find the factor x cubed minus 1 here. X cubed minus 1. Okay, long division with x minus 1. Okay, mari kita buat long division sikit. Okay, teacher buat sikit kat bawah. Macam mana nak dapat tu. Okay. Okay, how are you going to get this denominator? Tengok teacher Wan buat macam senang kan? Because I already find the factor. But then you, if you, what you have to do is x square plus x plus 1. X cubed minus 1. Factor out x minus 1. Okay, sambil-sambil kita revise what is long division. So x cubed, what makes x cubed? So we need x square here. So x square times x will give us x cubed. Minus with x square. Okay, minus. Cancel out. Negative, negative, positive x square. And then minus 1. Okay, we bring down negative 1 here. Okay, what makes x square if we have x? So we need another x here. Okay, so x times x is x squared minus x. Okay, now minus here, this then this cancel out. So negative, negative, positive, turun bawah negative 1. And then lastly, this is x minus 1. This is x minus 1. So we need 1. So x minus 1 is the 0. So now you have already get your x square plus x plus 1 is one of the factor is x minus 1, and then the quotient, we call this as a quotient, is x square plus x plus 1. Okay, so lepas factorize mesti cancel. Okay, so here is the tips. Okay, tips dia adalah focus. F for factorize. And then C, you must cancel. Then barulah your solution. Baru you punya answer lah. Ingat, fokus. Tulis komen dekat bawah tu. Apa tips banyak dah tips-tips. Siapa yang paling senarai banyak tips, nanti kita bagilah something ya. Okay. 1 over, okay, after we cancel 1, we get 1 over x squared plus x plus 1. Okay, now, limit x approaching 1. Okay, so, tips. The next tip, I don't know how many tips already given to you. Okay, and then the next tips is, once you substitute the x values, okay, tengok teacher dah masukkan dah. Okay, madam dah masukkan x equals to 1. So, I no longer write down limit x approaching 1 dah. You cannot write down once you have substitute the x values. Okay? Alright, so now we'll give you 1 over 3. Okay, so this is basically the factorization. Okay? And then next part, next question. Okay? Next example is 3 minus set x over x minus 1 when limit x approaching 9. Okay, when you look at this function, first attempt, first of all, bukan terus buat conjugate. Nampak je set conjugate, tidak. Sometimes, okay, sometimes when you are dealing with conjugate, the set function, it straight away give you finite values. Tak ada masalah. But then, when you substitute, like in this case, 3 minus set 9. Set 9 is 3, so 3 minus 3 is 0. Okay, so 9 minus 9 is 0. Therefore, 0 is 0 is again indeterminate form. Okay. Boleh semua, Aisyah, Humaira, Hana, Nazri, Auni, Anwar. Okay, conjugate, yes. Grace, multiplication of conjugate. Okay. Okay, very good. Okay, currently can we check how many participants tonight? Okay, we have 61. Okay, it's alright. Okay. Okay, we continue. Okay, once we already have indeterminate form, therefore we are going to conjugate. Okay, so what is conjugate? Conjugate means if you have A plus B, so multiplication, multiplying with the conjugate will be A minus set B. It doesn't have to be at the top. It can be at the bottom as well. Depends on the set where it is located. Dekat mana you darabkan sahaja. Okay. So like in this case 3 minus set x. So my conjugate is 3 plus set x. Okay, now 3 times 3 is 9. And then you multiply, you get 3 set x, and then negative 3 set x, and then negative x. Okay, now 3 set x and negative 3 set x cancel out, will remain 9 minus x. Okay, hati-hati dekat sini 9 minus x. Okay, the next tips for you is do not expand. Do not expand at the bottom, which is not the conjugate. I mean like the partner is not the conjugate of each other. Ini bukan kan? So, do not expand. Tulis. Because the reason that you conjugate is you want to cancel out. So, if you want to cancel out, you cannot expand lah. Okay, you have to factor. You have to remain the function as a factor. Okay, so like in this case, I know at the top, I have 9 minus x. But then at the denominator, I have x minus 9. So, what I have to do is, I factorize the negative x. Okay, I susun. Okay, ni I ada 9 minus x. And then, I susun negative 9 plus, negative x plus 9. And then, madam take out negative to the front. It will remain x. And then, this is positive. So, negative, negative. Okay. So, that's why I get here negative x minus 9. Boleh ke tidak? Okay, very good. Aisyah, Humaira, indeterminate form using factorize or conjugate, very good. And then Grace again, before doing factorization, multiplication, conjugate, determine if the limit. Okay, alright. Okay, good. Okay, Amar, Afat, Irfan. Oh, banyaknya tips. Amar Irfan dari mana I tak pernah dengar nama ni. Amar, where are you from? Okay. Hi. Okay. Continue. Okay. So we have factor the negative. So barulah bentuk dia sama. Baru you boleh cancel. Okay, top and bottom you cancel out. So don't forget you remain negative 1 here. You still have negative 1. And then 3 plus zx. So you substitute 9. You get 3. So 3 plus 3 you get 6. So the answer will be negative 1 over 6. Okay. Okay, actually, madam just what? What is it? Oh, sorry, I have my red bracelet on my hands. I just swab test. I just had a swab test last Sunday because one of the students in college matriculasi. Okay, but it's alright. Life must go on. Okay, we will proceed with our lecture every Friday. Regardless whatever situation that we are facing now. I'm sure. Okay, some of the students have texting me, Madam, my line will be quite slow because I am at the quarantine area whatsoever. But it's alright. As long as the learning is there. Okay, whatever situation you are facing. Okay. Please continue learning, never stop learning because dekat YouTube banyak sangat pensyarah-pensyarah have shared their content at the YouTube. Okay, it doesn't have to be me, ada banyak lagi you type saja tajuk limit. Even me myself, I ada search juga, tengok wah banyak juga from different other college sharing the lecture. Okay. So nowadays it's very reachable the knowledge. Okay, all right. So now we already have a look at the case for factorization and multiplication conjugate for the problem if we dealing with indeterminate form. Okay, for rational function. Okay, now existence of limit. Okay, what does it mean by limit exists? Okay, limit exists if limit x approaching a from the left is equal limit x approaching a from the right. Okay. Okay, we will look further at the example given after this, and then lastly we're gonna look at the limit of absolute values. Okay, so absolute values basically kalau you ada, for example, x plus 1, so you have to write down it's either x plus 1 or negative x plus 1. And then x plus 1 ini you conteng sikit. It is greater than 0, therefore x is greater than negative 1. And then you padam. Okay. Okay, can you see me when my handwriting is yellow color? How about green? Green okay tak? Green okay Okay. Alright. So now x is greater than a negative 1 for this function, and then if this is basically x plus 1. Okay, what does it mean by negative? Negative mean less than 0, so x is less than negative 1. Okay, ini you conteng sahaja. Apa yang you present is only x less than negative 1. Okay, some of the students have asked me why you put equal at the top, not at the bottom. Basically, it can be any, boleh dekat atas, boleh dekat bawah, tak ada masalah. Okay, mana-mana satu pun boleh. Sebab what we are looking later on is actually limit x approaching 1 from the right or limit x approaching 1 from the left. Kita tak tengok at that point, at that negative 1 itself, kita tak tengok. I mean f negative 1. Okay, kita tak tengok yang itu because it is modulus, we decide. Okay, alright. Okay, we will look further after this when we are reaching that type of question lah. Alright, so this is the question that we are going to solve actually. Okay, habis dah sebenarnya yang you belajar. So let's try the example. Okay. Cases substitution. Okay, this is very easy. Question 1. Okay, you just substitute. Okay, we do it together. Okay. Okay, A. So, what you're gonna do is limit. Okay, first of all, you just substitute straight away 2 negative 1 square minus 1 over negative 1 minus 3. Okay, 2 minus 1, 1, negative 4. So, yeah, negative 1 over 4. Okay, easy? Okay, next. Okay, you straight away substitute 1 plus 4 over 2 times 4. Okay, so 5 over 8. Tengok, I tak ada buat perkataan limit pun because I already substitute. Once I already substitute the t, I cannot have limit at the front. Okay, tu tips yang kedua. Tips yang entah yang keberapa Okay, boleh write down. Okay, next, question 2. Okay, cases where factorization and conjugate will be needed. Okay, so in this case, what you have to do? Question 2A, factorize or conjugate? Okay, let me check. What is the response? Okay, Haikal bin Saliman said green better. Okay, alright. I choose green then. Okay, Haikal, where are you from? Which college? Okay, Aisyah Humaira. Aisyah, okay. Apa yang okay Soalan I tadi warna green. Okay. Okay, Ahmad Irfan tadi from Perak. Hi. Share dekat kawan-kawan. Kita ada MadMath every Friday night. Kalau Mak Saleh, Friday night is party time kita tak Friday night is our lecture night. Okay. Yes, conjugate. Very good. Alia Isa, Siti Nurafika Azhari. Yes, we have to. Okay, if already substitute x cannot have limit. Yes, okay. Okay. But first of all, you have to, before you conjugate, before you factorize, first apa? Jangan terperangkap dengan teacher Wan punya ni tadi. You kena try dulu. You try dulu whether you masukkan 16, tolak 16. Okay, yes. And then square root 16 minus 4. Okay, this will give you what? 0 over 0. So indeterminate form. Betul lah tu So you have to use conjugate. Okay, so now if you want to conjugate, you have to write down limit x approaching 16, x minus 16, set x minus 4. Okay, so now we are multiplying with x plus 4 over x plus 4. Okay, why top and bottom must be the same? Soalan madam. Okay, why the top and bottom must be the same? The conjugate on the denominator. Kenapa dekat atas pun kena letak juga? What is the rationale? Please comment. Why? Why? Why is the reason? Because you have to understand why. Then you won't forget. Okay. The reason is because top and bottom must be the same because this is basically 1. This is equals to 1. So you do nothing with the question. You tak ubah soalan. Dosa besar ubah soalan. Okay. Yes, very good. Sufia Nordin. Sufia cakap equal to 1. Asmaliana cancel out. Memang kita nak cancel out. Tapi the reason is top and bottom tu sama. Benda yang sama kita kena letak because it is equivalent to 1. So we are not changing the question. We are allowed to use that because we only modify the question. We don't change the question. Okay. So now we continue. Okay. And then next tips apa teacher Wan kata? Next tips apa? Do we have to expand at the top? Or do we have to expand at the bottom? Top or bottom? Top or bottom or both? Mari kita tengok. Yes, Muhammad Haikal equal to 1 maybe. Bukan maybe. That's correct. Very good, Haikal. Okay, Grace to cancel out the denominator. Okay, now the second question I ask you. Why? Sorry. My second question is, do we have to expand top and bottom? Do you have to expand top and bottom? Or both? Okay, Sufia said bottom. Why? Yes, Sophia is right. We don't expand at the top. Okay, because we want to remain as a factor. Later on, we want to cancel out. Okay, limit x approaching 16. So, x minus 16 remain as x minus 16. Okay, and then x plus 4. Okay, over. Okay, set x times set x is x. Okay, ada tahu dah kalau conjugate plus 4 set x minus 4 set x cancel out each other. So, negative 4 times 4 is 16. Okay, so we have x minus 16 at the top. We have x minus 16 at the bottom. Okay, tadi Hanin cakap bottom only. Okay, very good. Okay, Saleha pun cakap bottom. Very good. Okay. So now we have limit x approaching 16, set x plus 4. Okay, now square root 16. Okay, 4. 4 plus 4, 8. Done. Question 2A, the answer is 8. Easy? Okay, I really hope that you understand very clear, because if you really understand what you are doing, no matter what question given to you, you may answer correctly. Okay, can we proceed? Okay, we're gonna proceed question B. If just now you are dealing with a number, now banyak unknown. Ada B, ada A. So, you have to be really careful. And I found that recently, the question that been given to you, that been asked to you in the final exam, usually ada banyak unknown. Because they want you, because they want to check your concept. Because nowadays students sangat-sangat hebat guna calculator. So kita pun tak dapat nak figure sama ada they really know what they are doing, or actually they are using calculator without knowing what they are doing. Okay, so like in this case, okay, apa kita nak buat mula-mula? First step, what we gonna do first step when we get this question? The first step, okay, the first step we gonna, okay, as Nisa say, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Ini soalan B, easy tak? Mari Nisa. Senang tak Nisa yang B ni? B ni nak kena buat apa? Kawan-kawan lain. Dia siap makan aiskrim KitKat lagi. Dia punya profile picture. Okay. Mari kita tengok soalan B. Okay, question B. Okay, what are we gonna do? The first step, we are going to substitute. Very good, Aidil. Aidil anak murid siapa ni bagusnya? Dari mana Aidil? Okay, so we gonna substitute. Substitute dulu tau. Jangan buat apa-apa yang lain. Okay, teacher want substitute ni. Okay, A square. Okay, and then ada banyak unknown tau. Kita nak substitute dekat mana? X tu kita kena ganti dengan A. The X we have to substitute with A. Only X. Yang A jangan buat apa-apa pula. Yang B jangan buat apa-apa. Only X. So now we have A square. Okay, we have this one, this one, this one. Itu je nak kena ganti. Alright. Okay. So now A square plus B. Allahu Akbar. Okay, B minus A. And then ada A lagi. Okay, minus AB over A square minus A square. And then bila you buat ni, you dapat apa? Okay, sekejap. Allahu Akbar. Zoom out sikit, kecil sikit. Okay, so we have here A square plus BA minus A square minus AB over A square minus A square 0. So sebenarnya ini cancel out. So kita dapat 0 over 0. Checkmate. So ini adalah indeterminate form. Bila indeterminate form, what we are going to do, we have to factorize. Okay. So, masalahnya sekarang ni macam mana kita nak factorize function-function ini Okay. So now we know that okay, this is x square minus a square. Ini memang kita tahulah. Kalau nak factorize ini mesti macam a square minus b square tu. Okay, semua orang dah mahir. It has to be x plus a, x minus a at the bottom itu. Okay, so apa yang kita pasti kita buat limit x approaching a. The bottom part must be x plus a, x minus a. Okay, 1 at the front here. Front ni macam mana nak buat atas ni? Okay, so remember x square plus b minus a x minus ab. Okay, what makes x square? X times x. What makes AB? So AB. But one of it must be negative. Okay, I don't know which one. Maybe A, maybe pada B. But then the hint is here. The tips is here. My factor, one of the factor must be X minus A. So, so I tahulah dekat situ. Okay. So, bila kita dapat ni, barulah kita dapat, okay, negative A times C. That only we will get negative A. B. Okay, so now cross multiply, this will give you negative AX, this will give you BX, and then when you plus, okay, B minus AX. So betul. Okay, so this is your factor. This is how you are going to find the factor if given to you unknown. Okay, boleh ke tidak? Alright. So, we'll write down here x minus a, x minus a, and x plus b. Okay? Okay, check back when you expand. Dapat tak balik yang dekat atas? X square. Okay, sama. So, now, it's not sufficient if you only factorize. I said what? Focus. F-O-C-U-S. F is factor. Yes, you have done that part. Factorize. And then C is what? You have to cancel before you be able to find the solution. Okay, tulis focus dekat situ. Tips. Okay, so now x minus a, cancel out. Okay, now you write down limit x approaching a, x plus b over x plus a. Okay, now we are going to substitute x with a. Okay, so this is gonna be a plus b. This one is a plus a to a. So that is your final answer. Ini adakah easy peasy lemon squeezy? Siapa yang cakap tadi tu? S Nisa tadi. Okay tak? Yang lain okay? So far so good? So far so good. Boleh lepas ni solving when given to you function that has more than one unknown. Ada x, ada a, ada b, macam-macam Okay. Alright, boleh? Okay, kita berehat sebentar 1 minit. Kita cuba minum air sekejap. Okay, out music, boleh? Okay, I would like to announce the competition that we are going to run tonight. Okay, are you ready? Okay, what you have to do is you have to snap a photos or a short video, less than 1 minute, tak nak panjang-panjang, but very impactful. Impactful meaning that what you have to do is you snap, you selfie your face and the screen with teacher one on it, with me on the screen. Maksudnya it's a proof lah that you are participating our MadMath program. Bukan belajar subjek bio, fizik, kimia. I nak MadMath ni during the 1.5 hour lecture. Tu tengah-tengah belajar tu sambil-sambil minta kawan tolong snapkan gambar, or you selfie yourself. Make sure you maintain the social distancing 1 meter away from your friends. You do not know one of them might be infected with COVID. Always take good care of yourself. Quarantine, pakai mask. Or you may use tripod if you have. Or basic things, you just selfie. Click. You all sekarang pandai guna filter apa semua. Yes, you are allowed to do that. Because I'm looking of the most creative photos or short videos. Joining MadMath program. Okay. Okay. Alright, selfie. Okay, faham tak? Cuba komen kat situ apa pertandingan kita, competition. Can someone write it down again? Competition is to selfie with MadMath program. Where you, your face, and me on the screen. Okay. Okay, you might want to use you are allowed to use the YouTube how do you say? YouTube recording. Maksudnya lepas habis sesi, you tengok balik and then you selfie pun boleh, tak ada masalah. Sekarang you concentrate belajar dulu, tak ada masalah. The due date will be tonight, midnight, 12 PM. Oh no, tomorrow. Okay, kita bagi masa panjang sikit, tomorrow until 12 AM. 12 tengah hari. 12 tengah hari. Okay. Okay, let's continue. Okay, tolong tulis pertandingan kita untuk yang join sahaja. Live ni dan selepas-lepas ini. Sampai esok tengah hari. Okay. Okay, existence of limit. Just now under introduction, I have mentioned earlier, the meaning of limit to be exist is the left hand side, limit x approaching a must equal limit x approaching a to the left hand side. Right hand side has to be equal to the right hand side. Okay. So existence limit, I tulis semula. Limit x approaching a values from the left hand side when given any function. Okay, mesti sama at the right hand side. Left dengan right mesti sama, bertemu pada tempat yang sama. Pada ketika nilai itu tidak penting. Yang penting dari kiri dan dari kanan mesti berjumpa pada nilai yang sama. Pada nilai itu sendiri tidak penting. That you will learn further at SM015 where you will learn ada satu term lain lah. Okay. Okay, now we just focus on existence of limit. Okay. Okay, so now let's look at what does it mean by this. Ramai student they cannot how do you say, cannot understand. They feel that the limit question is quite harder because they didn't understand what does it mean by this. X cannot be 10 tu apa, X is equals to 10 tu apa. Maksudnya dekat sini, okay, untuk graf fx ini, okay, dia tak bagi function apa, just fx. Okay, we just call it as fx. Okay, when you substitute, okay, fx itself, okay, will give you 10. Manakala yang ini, okay, betul ke soalan teacher ni? Cannot be. Okay, yes. Okay, so maksudnya ketika dia 10, okay, ketika 10 ini, okay, pada 10, when 10 itself, when x is equals to 10, the y is 5. Ni kat sini. At that particular value, when x equals to 10, the y give you 5. But then, when x is not 10, not 10 maksudnya pada dia bukan 10 lah, dia memberikan jawapan negative 3. So kat bawah ni negative 3. Maksudnya macam tu. Yang selain daripada 10 dia bagi negative 3. So ini mesti empty circle. So apa yang nampak dekat sini? What is the behavior of the limit when x approaching 10? So we can say that the limit, daripada gambar ni pun kita boleh cakap when limit x approaching 10, okay, for this function fx, we give you negative 3. 1, limit, ni limit, okay, ini from the right. Y limit x approaching 10 from the left. Ini from the left pula. Okay, tadi from the right. Okay, this is 10 from the right. This is 10 from the left. Okay, we give you negative 3 as well. Okay, therefore since limit, okay, since limit x approaching 10 to the right is equal with limit x approaching 10 to the left, hence limit exists at where? Limit exists, limit, okay, we write down limit x approaching 10 fx is equals to negative 3. The y values ini negative 3. So dia exist lah. Okay, kalau exist kena state what is the value. Kalau does not exist, just tulis does not exist. Okay, kalau exist tak boleh tulis exist saja. You must state what is the value. Okay, like what am I doing now? Okay, limit x approaching 10. Tak ada state positive on the right hand side ke left hand side ke, sebab dua pun sama. So kita tak tulis apa-apa. Okay, so it's equals to negative 3. So this is your answer lah. Okay, this is how you present your answer. Okay, can? Existence of limit? Boleh? Okay, fokus. Lukman cakap okay. Orang lain okay tak? Kamar and Syamin menggunakan account Ridwan. Ridwan tu siapa? Flatmate-nya. Okay, hi. Nice knowing you. Okay, lagi orang lain? Boleh. Okay, this is existence of limits. Boleh. Okay, we continue. Kita tengok soalan B. Mari kita tengok soalan B. Okay, so kita bila dapat ni, kita tafsirkan apa yang kita faham dengan dia punya interval ni. What does it mean by x is less than 3? So maksudnya at 3, okay, any values that less than 3, semuanya akan menggunakan function x plus 6. So let's say if the question asks f negative 2, guna function yang mana? Mesti guna x plus 6. Mesti guna function x plus 6. Tapi kalau dia nak limit x approaching 3 from the left, so limit x approaching 3 from the left kat mana? Tebal sikit. Approaching 3 from the left, 3 from the left here. So masih lagi x plus 6. Masih lagi guna x plus 6. Zoom in. Okay. Okay. So, since the question only interested in the limit, with the limit x approaching 3, so teacher Wan takkan tengok nombor-nombor yang macam negative 2 yang tak ada kaitan. We just focus on x is approaching 3. So, kita akan, okay, kita akan buat ini. Kita terus tulis, kalau kita jumpa less, okay, x approaching 3 from the left, kita akan guna function x plus 6. Mana kalau yang ini, x greater than 3, this is where you going to use limit x approaching 3 to the right. Okay, because I have explained earlier. Okay, x greater than 3, so this is 3. Dia nak greater than 3, semuanya pakai function x square. So kalau dia nak approaching 3 pun, yang dekat dengan dia pun masih menggunakan function yang sama, which is x square. Okay, alright. This one, when x is equal to 3 is equal to 7. Penting tak? Untuk dalam case soalan ni tanya limit, ini tak ada kaitan. Tak ada kaitan, tak payah tengok. Nanti mempengaruhi jawapan you pula. Tak payah tengok. Because we are looking at limit. Limit means approaching from the right, from the left. At that particular value, we don't care. Okay. So now, we going to calculate limit. Limit x approaching 3 from the left. We are going to use function x plus 6. So, we straight away substitute. 3 plus 6 is 9. Okay. While limit x approaching 3 from the right, we are going to use function x square. So, 3 square, 9. Okay, since, baru you buat kesimpulan. Since limit x approaching 3 from the left, Okay, with the function. Function apa kita nak sebut? Ini guna function ini guna function ni. So, apa kita tulis? Fx. Fx. It represent all three function. Okay. Fx, since limit x approaching 3 from the right. Okay, since it is equal. Therefore, hence, limit x approaching 3 fx is equals to 9. Okay. Understand or not? Okay? Okay or not okay? Any question? Any question for me to answer? Yes, MadMath competition. Najiha, snap a photo or record a video less than 30 seconds with you and open lecture MadMath Madam one screen in it. Due date tomorrow. Yes, thank you so much. Okay. Can or not? Can we proceed? Burhanuddin, boleh? How about others? Thank you Najiha ya. Najiha, thank you. Okay. We proceed. Okay. So now let's look at question C. Okay, if just now we don't need to sketch the graph, by looking at the function itself, we do some calculation. But now if given to you the graph, how are you going to determine whether the limit exists or not? Okay. Alright, thank you Grace. Thank you Murshida. Okay. And then we have Alifa. Okay, Aidil. Kalau yang bawah sekali tu memang cancel terus ke madam kalau jumpa? Okay, dia tak sebenarnya kat bawah lah. Kadang-kadang dia boleh kat tengah, kadang-kadang dia boleh kat atas. Okay, cikgu, madam faham maksud Aidil. Maksudnya adakah kalau x equals to 3 kita cancel? Yes. If the question asking limit. Because the limit itself, syarat limit adalah existence of limit hanyalah when limit x approaching a from the left. Mesti limit x approaching a from the right. We don't care how the behavior at that point. Okay. Then we say that the limit exists. Limit x approaching a fx exists. Dan kalau exists dia dekat mana? Okay. X equals to 3, don't care. Yes, ideal. Dah. Madam Wan dah explain tadi. Faham Okay, Tun boleh. Okay, understandable, Grace. Okay, Alifah, Murshida. Okay, very good. Itu nanti kalau nanti, okay, since you dah tanya kan, I bagi tahu je lah. Nanti kalau x equals to 3 ni penting kalau you belajar continuity dekat SM015 atau 025. Tapi yang program 1 tahun tu. Tahun depan lah. Kalau you PDT sekarang, tahun depan you will see this topic again, continuity. Ini existence of limit. Dalam continuity, mesti limit exist dan syarat lagi yang kedua, dia mesti ada nilai at that particular value. Okay, itu nanti continuity. But for now, for existence of limit, x equals to 3, don't care. Dia sama ke, dia tak sama ke, whatever values yang ada, kita tak nak tengok. Dan kita tak nak tengok pun because nanti dipengaruhi. Sebab yelah kalau you tengok tadi kan, ni dapat 9, tiba-tiba ni dapat 7, mesti you rasa macam tak sama lah madam, so limit not exist. Cannot. Limit itu hanyalah penghampiran. The question one penghampiran, how is the behavior from the right hand side and from the left hand side. We don't care the particular value. Okay. That's why I suruh you cancel supaya you tak dipengaruhi. Okay, now okay, Luqman Syamin koma and Adli kata okay, senang. Okay, alhamdulillah. Grace A square equals apa? Okay, now let's look at number C. Okay, if given to you this function, okay, each of the following shows the graph fx. Use the graph to find indicated limit or explain why the limit does not exist. Kalau ada limit, bagi tahu. If not, explain why the limit does not exist. Okay, now we zoom in for the first graph here. Okay, read the question. Tak payah tengok semua. Read the question. Dia interested dekat mana? Dia interested at x approaching -2. Okay, now so They want negative 2. So from negative 2, ini apa dia? Ini adalah when limit x approaching 2 from the right, it is equals to, sorry, bukan x, limit x approaching negative 2 from the right. Nilai negatif I tertinggal negatif tadi. Okay, so function apa? Function fx. Ini function dia fx. Okay, tak apalah, kita tulislah fx. Dia equals to apa ni? Equals to apa nilai y dia ni? Nilai y dia equals to apa? Tolong jawab dekat komen. Dia equals to apa? Nilai x approaching negative 2. Tapi nilai y dia apa ni? Tu macam tu. So equals to, yes, ideal, very good. Equals to 0. Okay. Very good. Okay, now we are looking at limit x approaching negative 2 from the left. I boleh buat macam ni, I boleh juga buat macam ni. Mana-mana satulah. Tapi kalau boleh kita ikutlah bentuk graf ni. So, untuk yang green ni pula, limit x approaching negative 2 from the left. So, dia approaching nilai apa? Yes, Asmaliana, Auni Anwar, very good. Alifa. Okay, dia adalah juga approaching 0. So, since limit x approaching negative 2 from the left hand side and limit x approaching negative 2 from the right hand side is equals to 0, therefore, the limit x approaching negative 2 is equals to 0. Okay, all good? Ini kalau setiap minggu kita belajar macam ni, setiap minggu, jangan last minute. Hari tu MadMath kita dah buat last minute dah. Kita belajar daripada awal, insya-Allah. InsyaAllah semuanya akan terus cemerlang. Okay? Okay, let's look at question B. Okay, so now the question interested in, kita jangan tengok banyak-banyak nombor. We want to look at the limit x approaching 2. Okay, kita tanda x approaching 2. Jangan tengok benda lain, tengok at x 2 ni. Okay, so now, okay, yang I tanda warna green ni, I nak kena tulis apa? Limit x approaching 2 from apa? Cuba, limit x approaching 2 from apa? Okay, limit x approaching 2 from, this is limit x approaching 2 from the right. Function apa? Function ni fx, kita tulis fx lah. Okay, so ini berapa nilai dia ni? Approaching 2. Ini di tengah-tengah ni, so kita assume dia 3 lah. So this is equals to 3. Yes, Ammar Irfan, ideal, from the right, very good. Okay, so from the right it's equals to 3. Okay, now we are looking at limit x approaching 2. Kalau ini pula, ini apa ni? Limit x approaching apa ni? Limit x approaching 2 from the left. Okay, so function fx, but this time no longer equals to 3, tetapi equals to apa ni? Dia nak pergi ke mana ni nilai y dia ni? Ke 4. So sama ke sekarang ni? Sama tak? Does those two function from the right and from the left give the same values of y? Give the same values of y or not? Limit x approaching 2 from the right is not equal limit x approaching 2 from the left. Therefore limit hence ke therefore ke tak kisahlah. Limit x approaching 2 fx does not exist. Boleh screenshot, tunjuk kat kawan. Okay, boleh screenshot. Biasa cikgu minta students. Yes, Hanin Shakirah, very good. Not exist. Okay, someone you may screenshot and share to the group. Okay, yes, not the same. Yes, very good. No. Okay, so if no, does not exist. If exist, state the values. Nilai y itu apa? Okay, so now you have a look at the question that involve existence of limit when given to you function, and when given to you function with the graph. Okay. Alhamdulillah. Okay, boleh someone screenshot ini. Okay, someone screenshot and then upload dekat dalam group kelas ke, MadMath ke, Okay. And then selfie sekali alang-alang tu, Alang-alang I ada dekat dalam screen ni. Boleh selfie sekarang, siapa yang nak? Okay, dah boleh selfie, Hadiah, insyaAllah. Hari tu Alifah Liana dia dapat pizza. Nanti share gambar, Okay. So kali ni hadiah apa? Nanti pemenangnya akan PM. What kind of giveaway you want? Maybe you want top up so that you can learn more MadMath. It's up to you. Okay. Alright, can we continue? Yes? Okay, we will continue. Next question. Do we have any other question? Yes. Okay, sekarang kita nak tengok the limit of absolute values. Ni yang tadi Teacher Wan cakap tadi. Ini adalah yang terakhir dalam syllabus you. So lepas ni boleh buat latihan je sebab dah faham semua. Okay. So as I mentioned earlier, limit of absolute value. Kalau kata absolute, before this sudah belajar absolute, it can be 7 or negative 7. If absolute x, it can be x or negative x. If absolute x plus 4, it means that what? It means that it can be x plus 4 or it may be x plus 4. Ini sekarang tambah sikit sebab kita dah belajar limit. So kita write down x plus 4 is positive. Kita buat greater and equal. So x is greater than negative 4. 4 plus pindah sana jadi negatif. Ini tak payah tunjuk. Ini dalam otak je. Ataupun contek-contek kat mana-mana. Ini yang you present. Okay, and then this one x plus 4 is less than 0. So x is less than negative 4. Ini dalam otak sahaja. Okay, why this is important? Okay, sekejap I zoom in sikit. Why this is important? Because this function, if given limit, if you are finding limit x approaching negative 4 from the right. Okay, from the right, ini negative 4. Dia dah kata x greater than negative 4 kena guna function x plus 4. So you have to use x plus 4 function. Clear or not? Okay, clear why this matter? The absolute values? Okay. Alright. And if given to, okay, if you are finding limit x approaching negative 4 from the left, so x is less than negative 4. Ini here you kena guna function negative x plus 4 here. Ni. Okay. Okay, Hana, come here. No. Okay, continue. Okay, today is my daughter's birthday, Hana Sofia. Nantilah hujung sesi I ajak dia together dengan you all. Okay. Today 22nd January. Okay. So now we are looking at the example again. Okay, absolute values. Okay, let's try this example. Boleh? Clear? Okay. Okay, so x minus 2. This is okay, x minus 2 we know absolute value x minus 2 it can be what? It can be x minus 2 greater and equal 0, x is greater than 2, or x minus 2 negative, meaning that x minus 2 negative, so x is less than 2. Semua boleh? Ini jangan tu, tak payah tulis di situ. Di conteng-conteng di tepi-tepinya. Yang di present ini. Okay, so now the question 1, limit x approaching 2 from the right. Okay, so which function yang kita nak ambil ni? 2 from the right. 2 from the right, atas, top or bottom? Okay, I ask you top or bottom. Which function ni teacher Wan nak ambil ni? Positive x minus 2 or negative x minus 2? Okay, thank you Najiha. Happy birthday, madam's daughter. Thank you. Her name is Hana Sofia. Grace, happy birthday Hana. Yes, thank you. Her 7th birthday. Tahun yang ke-7. Okay. So, limit x approaching 2 from the right. So, from the right adalah atas bawah, atas bawah. What's the response? Yes, very good. Top. Ini memang top scorer lah. Ideal dengan Grace ni malam ni. Orang lain mana? Okay, mungkin mendengar tetapi mungkin internet tak berapa stabil. But still, 100% concentration. Alifa, Aliana, thank you. Okay, so top. Because limit x approaching 2 from the right. So this is this. Limit x approaching 2 from the right. So dia nak belah kanan kan? So kalau kanan 2 mesti x lebih besar daripada 2. So kita akan ambil x minus 2. Okay. So now answer. Okay. Okay. So, bila dimasukkan 2 tolak 2 kosong kosong, memang takkan lah So, kita memang apa kita buat? Dia adalah function yang sama kan? The same function. So, what you do? Cancel out. So, the answer is 1. Okay? 1. Okay, next. B. Limit x approaching 2 from the left. So, from the left now. The question 1 from the left. So, which function we are taking? Negative. Negative x minus 2 over x minus 2. So, you cancel out. You get negative 1. Okay? That's for B. Okay, now we are solving for C and D. Okay, C. Allah. Green kita ambil. C. Kita bawa sikit C ni. Okay, limit x approaching negative 2 from the right. Okay, soalan x greater than 2 dengan x less than 2. Okay, dia 2 dengan kanan 2 dengan kiri 2 sahaja. So, kalau negatif 2 ni dekat mana? Negatif 2 located at the left. So, here x is less than 2. Negative 2 is located less than 2. So, the function we are taking now is negative x minus 2 over, okay, this one we done the top part here. Now the bottom part, x minus 2. So, cancel out again, we give you negative 1. And then D, limit x approaching negative 2 from the left. So, sebenarnya sebabkan dia nak negative 2, tak kisahlah from the left or from the right, because the function here is when x is less than 2, semua kena ambil function ini. Because negative 2 is always less than 2 kan? Okay, so you will always take this function. Okay, x minus 2 over as stated in the question, x minus 2. Okay, cancel out, dapat negative 1. So all B, C, D will give you negative 1, but A give you 1. So this is crucial. This example, I think it's a crucial example in order for you to understand what does it mean by absolute values function and finding its limit. Amar Irfan, happy birthday, nanti jadi tinggi macam kita. Tinggi ke? Amar Irfan tinggi ke? Mana tengok gambar sikit. Okay, ya, amin. Moga dia tinggi, sihat, sihat, menjadi orang yang beriman, pandai macam you all. You all semua pandai-pandai ni kan? Rajin macam you all. Okay. Kalau betul faham tadi, you must be able to do question B. Okay. Okay, boleh komen tak? Komen sekejap. Cikgu nak tahu you all ni sekarang dekat mana? Dekat college ke? Dekat pusat kuarantin ke? Please comment. Comment where are you now? Or maybe you are at home. It's okay. We will support each other. Tak ada masalah. You jangan sedih-sedih. Even kalau you kena kuarantin ke, atau you dekat hospital ke, atau wherever you are, you selamat dekat bilik ke. We are all the same. We have one mission. Okay. Okay, excuse me. Okay. So now let's focus. This might be our last question. Betul tak? Yes. Okay, this might be our last question. Okay, now fx given to us 3x square minus 6x over absolute x minus 2. Tadi absolute dia dekat atas. Okay, Aisyah dekat college, Grace dekat KMNS. Memanglah kat college, dekat blok lah. Yang kat college semua kat blok lah. Okay, kat college, pusat kuarantin tu, Allah sedihnya. Okay, kuarantin, take care tu. Aisyah dekat college, B5. Okay. Burhanuddin B3. Okay. Alright. You all siapa yang ada LCD projector tu boleh lah tengok sama-sama ramai-ramai save internet. Tapi mesti penjarakan sosial Penjarakan sosial 1 meter distancing social distancing. Okay. Focus back. Okay, so x minus 2 absolute here. So basically, okay, absolute x minus 2 ini dia adalah can be written as x minus 2 when x minus 2 is greater than 0, x is greater than 2. Okay, ni I padam. Okay, so x greater than 2. Tak mau tanya dah mana madam dapat x greater than 2 tu? Kena nanti. Okay, so x minus 2 less. Okay, so x minus 2 is less than 0. Okay, so x is less than 2. Okay. Kita buat x less than 2. Okay. Tak kisah equal kat mana. Biasanya salah satu and biasanya we put at the top. Okay. Alright. So now. So the function 3x square ni adalah apa sebenarnya ni? 3x we factor out. So we remain x minus 2. Oh, okay. So cuma dekat bawah ni yang kita kena pilih sama ada x minus 2 or negative x minus 2. Understand or not? Afiq Nabil ada kat bilik Faiz. Yelah. Okay. Jaga jarak anda. Wear face mask. You do not know whether you are safe or not. Take care. Alright. A. Okay. Limit x approaching 2 from the right. The question 1. From the right. So top or bottom? Top or bottom? Top, bottom. Tolong jawab. Semua 4 soalan ni ready jawapan. Top ke bottom teacher nak ambil ni. Okay. So, the question here, 3x square ini. Okay, I salin dulu. 3x square minus 6x over. Okay, since the question 1, x approaching 2 from the right. So from the right, so the function will be x minus 2, top. Okay, so and then next step, limit x approaching 2. Okay, plus ni jangan besar sangat, dia subscript kecil je kat atas ni. Okay, so now when we factor out 3x, we give you x minus 2 over x minus 2, and then you cancel out, we give you 3 times 2, 6. Okay. Okay, 6. Boleh ke tak? Ada bottom. Apa yang bottom? Macam mana boleh bottom? Ini buat jawapan yang mana ni untuk bottom ni? Kenapa Aisyah Umairah cakap bottom? Tak boleh bottom sayang. Sebab ini teacher Wan buat soalan A tau. Limit x. Madam buat soalan A, x approaching 2. Okay, you nampak? Okay, mungkin dia tak nampak kot tulisan ni. I hitamkan sikit 2 from the right. Okay, ini 2 from the right. So, ini adalah limit x approaching 2 from the right. Because this is 2. Dia kata kalau greater je than 2, mesti guna x minus 2. Okay, I ulang. When x is greater than 2, dia mesti guna x minus 2. So, 2 from the right. Ni function ini. Faham tak? Okay. Alright, next B. Okay, next kita buat B. Limit x approaching 2 from the left. Okay, now the question nak 2 from the left. Masih lagi 2 tapi 2 from the left. So 2 from the left, this x is less than 2. 2 from the left here. Okay, we will take negative x minus 2. So dekat atas ni adalah tadi I terus ambil 3x, x minus 2 over dengan, okay, top or bottom this time 2 from the left. 2 from the left, top or bottom, mesti ambil ini. This one adalah limit x approaching 2 from the left. This one adalah limit x approaching 2 from the right. Dia x less than 2 ni bukan sahaja limit x approaching 2 from the left saja. Dia boleh jadi negatif 3, jadi kosong, 5. Sebab ini kan number line 2 kan. Whatever values kat sini lah. 0, 1, 2. Tapi dia kata kalau limit 2 from the left, yang menghampiri 2 from the left pun located dekat sini lah. Macam tu. Faham tak? Faham Najiha. Okay, very good. Ini bottom as Nisa. Okay, very good. At least hari ni, malam ni semua orang faham top or bottom nak kena ambil. Itu sahaja. Itulah sebenarnya apa yang you belajar when limit x approaching 2 from the right and limit x approaching 2 from the left. Absolute value tu kena buka dulu dia punya function. Dia punya function tu. Okay, I continue. Okay, since 2 from the left, we agree 2 from the left is negative x minus 2. So, cancel out. We have negative 3x. So, kita masukkan negative 3, 2. So, we get negative 6. So, if just now we get 6, now from the left, we get negative 6. Okay, can or not? Okay, Adila. Very good. Okay, now we look at C. Negative 2. Okay, so sama lah juga macam tadi. So kalau tadi ni negative 2. So negative 2 dekat mana? Located dekat mana? Dekat x less than 2. Sebab kita dah cakap dah. Ini 2. So kalau negative 2 dekat sini, memang confirm lah ambil x yang less than 2. Okay. So this function yang dua-dua ni, dua-dua kena ambil function yang 3x square minus 6x over negative x minus 2. I think I leave it to you to solve this. Dia akan berikan jawapan yang sama lah. Okay, C and D ni. Boleh tak? Okay. Any question? We have done our examples. Okay, do you have any question for me to answer for you? Okay. Habis dah tahu chapter limits ni. How is your response? Suka ke tak tajuk ni? Okay, after 1 week of learning this topic, do you really understand the concept of limit? Because at the end of the day, what we want to prepare is, our objective is, we, all the lecturers at college matriculasi, regardless college matriculasi mana-mana pun, our objective is to prepare you to have a basic and a good concept of mathematics. Foundation of math itu kita nak you master itu, because you will learn this topic further. For example, dekat SM nanti you akan belajar, dekat first year degree you akan belajar, whatever degree you are taking, semua orang akan belajar maths. So this limit chapter you will learn. You takkan lari lah, you takkan dapat lari dengan itu tajuk limit. Bukan saja limit, tajuk lain pun. Okay, boleh. Wah, so quick, Grace. Dah habis dah, insyaAllah kami faham. Alhamdulillah, Ridwan, Amrisha. Okay, 12 hours study but just 1.5 hour only. Amat Ifai, yelah. Ya, 12 hours lecture, 1.5 hour. Tapi betul-betul tak faham. Kalau you masing-masing, kalau betul nak check whether your understanding is good or not, ask your lecturer to give more tutorial. I mean more exam question for you. Tutorial question, maybe with the answer as well, so that you can check yourself. Ataupun buatlah latihan-latihan dekat dalam kerujukan kalau you ada. Okay, kalau evaluate at infinity, tak ada dalam syllabus infinity. Kalau SM ada. Okay. Kalau SM ada. Kalau nak, nanti I jemput lecturer SM, maybe next week. Around next week, limit at infinity. But for DM, tak ada syllabus, tak ada dalam syllabus itu. Dalam syllabus DM 0 to 5, you only have this. Tak ada limit at infinity. Okay, ada question lain? Okay, ada question? Kalau tak ada, boleh snap gambar ini yang B ni tadi, absolute value. Okay, dalam masa yang sama. Okay, boleh snap and then C dengan D, I let you to do it yourself. Okay. Okay, if you don't have any question, I think that's it for tonight. Take good care of yourself, drink a lot of water. Walaupun musim hujan, tapi sometimes you rasa macam sejuk, tapi sebenarnya you tak cukup air. Take vitamin C, maybe some oranges, mango, makan, jaga penjarakan, even dekat kafe waktu nak beli makanan semua. Okay, Hanin, Syakira ada soalan. Memang kalau less than, dia tak ada less and equal, sekian-sekian greater je lah yang ada equal. Okay, tadi I dah mention kalau okay, it can be anywhere, sebab you yang buat ni, absolute ni you yang pecahkan. Untuk yang okay, if yang equal ni, it can be either at the top or at the bottom. You may choose any. Okay, you may choose any. Tapi the limit ini, tengok bila limit ini tak ada kena-mengena pun dengan yang equal tu. Pada equal tu tak ada kena tu from the right. Kita nak tahu pada kanan dia apa, pada kiri dia apa. Dekat tengah-tengah we don't care. Tapi dalam ni kita, you may put at the top or at the bottom, mana-mana satu. But usually dalam buku mana-mana atau kita as a lecturer pun kita letak bahagian atas lah. Greater than and equal. Okay, any other question? If not, I might end our session tonight. I'll see you next week. Next week, 1 minggu lagi baru jumpa. Baik tanya sekarang. Okay, tak ada. Okay, kalau tak ada, jangan lupa pertandingan kita, our competition, snap a photo supaya kawan-kawan dekat dalam group MadMath tu, what's going on, bestnya, jom belajar, Okay, so mungkin dengan you punya gambar itu dapat menaikkan semangat sedikit kepada kawan-kawan yang tengah down, kawan-kawan yang tengah tak tahu, tak bersemangat, Okay, so please join the competition, the contest that I have told you. Okay, till then, stay safe. Take good care of yourself. Bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.